Now you probably buy it.
Can you hear me out there? Good.
Come over the hill.
I'm so glad to see you move to the front tonight, and I think I know why. We've got a great show lined up for you tonight here at Paradise Park. And I don't blame you, I'd move right up front too. Thank you for coming. We want you to enjoy yourself. Just a couple of things that I need to point out to you. There are refreshments over to the right, my right, your left. Near the Merle Travis house, there's a refreshment stand over there. They have barbecue. They have hamburgers and cheeseburgers. They have cold drinks, and they have homemade ice cream. So you can get your fill of ice cream before you leave here tonight. Thank you for coming again. You may be the largest crowd we've had at Paradise Park this year. The opening night was good, but I believe maybe you have them outnumbered just a little bit. And we do have a great show for you, and we have a man who is celebrating 50 years of country music. And he's been instrumental in so many things in the way of country music, in the field of thumb picking and bluegrass guitar. His first book that he wrote was about how-to on a bluegrass guitar. He's written more than 30 books now, and I'm going to bring him on in just a few minutes. But I want to remind you that next week we'll also have an equally good show. We'll have Burley and Lardo. Those of you, how many of you have seen Burley? Today, as we were putting up the banner and putting the dressing around the bottom, there was three of us out here working. He said, be sure and tell them that I helped put that banner up. So, Ronnie Miller, you helped put the banner up. Thank you very much for that. That's the biggest hand you have got. Tommy, you've changed shirts on me or something. I didn't recognize you. Well, you clean up real good for a Dunmore boy. This is Tommy Flint. Okay. I don't know what the connection is there. He holds up a bottle of water and he says, I'm not going to tell any dirty jokes, so we'll see which lasts the longest, you know. But this man has been great for country music. Mel Bay, do you have a Mel Bay representative here?
Yeah, Steve Regis, right?
Steve, glad to have you with us.
He's going to play.
He's going to play for you later. They are the people who publish Tommy's books, and those of you who have used the Tommy Flint books, you know just how great they really are. Tommy, without further ado, congratulations from Pickin in the Park, from Paradise Park and all of Muhlenberg County on your accomplishment of 50 years. Put us on a good show, and we'll be out there applauding for you. Thank you.
Thank you. This is really an honor to me. I'm really glad to see so many people here I haven't seen in a long time. People down from Indianapolis that I worked with up there, and just a lot of people I haven't seen for years. And it's really an honor. And so I'm going to introduce a lady here that's going to help me MC some. Would you give a hand to Debbie Rhodes, please?
Thank you, Tommy Flint. It's an honor to be here tonight, and Bobby's been thanking everybody, but you know, Bobby puts a lot of energy and work into this park, into a lot of things in the community, and his wife, Logie. And we want to thank Bobby for doing all that he has done. Please give him a hand. He does a lot of work. Thank you, Bobby. And before we get this great music started tonight, the pictures back in the back here were made. Marge Rhodes had those printed up. In the middle, of course, we all know is Merle Travis. Our hero, that's right. On the left, it's a picture of Tommy and his parents and his two brothers. On the left. And Wilson is here and his wife, Joanne, okay? And Eugene, there you go, Wilson. And then over here, Tommy is, what year is that, Thomas? 1955. And the old Frontier Club. So we thought that'd be neat to put those pictures up there. We want you to enjoy the show tonight. One more thing I want to tell you. Today's Flag Day. The flag, American flag, is 225 years old. I know we all appreciate being able to gather like this, enjoy it. So let's all give thanks that we are Americans, we have our freedom. Say prayers for our men and women that are fighting for us and that will fight for us in the future. I want you to enjoy the show. And Benny, do you want to come up here?
Friend of mine for quite a few years, so let's give Tom another hand. A little reverb. have Mr. Philip Stone on the bass guitar, Mr. Paul Mose on the lead guitar. We're going to do a few songs here and get down, let these other people get up here. It's going to be a great show. Good to me. Well, I got a woman way over town, good to me. Oh yeah, I got a woman way over town, good to me. Oh yeah, she's my baby, don't you understand? Well, I'm her loving man. Said I got a woman way over town, good to me. Oh yeah, Mr. Paul. I got a woman way over town, good to me. Oh yeah, said I got a woman way over town, good to me. Oh yeah, she's my baby, don't you understand? Well, I'm her loving man. Said I got a woman way over town, good to me. Oh yeah, take it out, Paul. Said I got a woman way over town, good to me. Oh yeah. Mr. Paul Mose is going to do some picking here for you. This is a song Merle Travis wrote about Mr. Mose Rager. It's called The Guitar Rager.
The Rhodes Girls. they're going to sing with me. I'm going to pick an old tune. Tommy and I are both great disciples of the late Mose Regger. We just loved him. He was one of the most unique personalities, and so many people love Mose, including Merle and Chet. If I would tell some of the stories about what I've seen Mose do, like I've seen Chet get down in the floor and roll in front of Mose Regger. He tickled him so much when he'd pick. But I'm going to sing this old song that Mose used to sing. First time he ever came to see me, I was about 10 years old trying to pick the guitar, and he played this tune right here. In the spring, she went away. My woman left me, she's gone to stay. And now she's gone, and I don't worry, 'cause I'm sitting on top of the world. Mississippi River, so deep and wide. My baby, she's left me, she's on the other side. And now she's gone, and I don't worry, 'cause I'm sitting on top of the world. Yeah, Mississippi River, she's deep and wide. My baby left me, Lord, she's on the other side. And now she's gone, and I don't worry, 'cause I'm sitting on top of the world. Now she's gone, and I don't worry, 'cause I'm sitting on top of the world. Thank you, thank you.
money? I don't know. And he wouldn't even buy his dinner, he said. Tommy's going to be up here and introduce the next entertainer because they worked together several years ago. And Thomas, are you coming? See, I have to keep him in line all the time. That's hard to do. Here you go.
Now, this next fellow that I'm going to tell you about, we worked together a long time ago. When I first moved to Indianapolis in 1954, I went to work with him. We played at the old Frontier Club and some places, and he recorded on King Records, and he had the first hit that was in the charts on Here I Am, Drunk Again, and he had a big tune, Juke Joint Johnny, that was in movies. It was in a movie, and he had some hits and big hits, and he was a guest on the Grand Ole Opry. He knew all the people from Nashville. Every time Webb Pierce or Red Savine were in town or somebody like that, they'd always stop in to see him. And the first time I ever heard Drunk Again, Webb Pierce was playing the State Fair, but after they got through that night, they all came down to where we were playing. There was Webb Pierce, there was Tommy Jackson, Wanda Jackson, and Stonewall Jackson there that night. And I can't remember who else, but Webb said, "Laddie, I've got a song I want you to record." And Webb got up and sang Here I Am, Drunk Again. Laddie recorded it. Pretty soon it was in the charts, but I'm gonna play along with Laddie. It's been a long time. We haven't played together in about 40 years. But anyway, would you please give a big hand to Laddie Moore, please?
Sorrows around me, memories are making me blue. Here with the shadows around me, I just can't help loving you. Nothing but daydreams to haunt me, dreams that will never come true. It's hard to know that you don't want me, I just can't help loving you. Tommy. If I sound a little hoarse to you, about a few years ago I had a throat operation, cut one of my vocal cords off, and I keep trying. So Thomas, either coming overhead. Here I am, I'm drunk again. I said I'd never do it again. I swore my ways I would mend, but you cheated, dear, and that's the sin. Here I am, I'm drunk again. I'm drunk because you are gone. At the bar I'm standing all alone, still drowning my sorrows deep within. Here wine. Dear, I know this is the end. Here I am, I'm drunk again. I've tried to fight this love for you. Sometimes I don't know what I'll do. Still drowning my sorrows deep within. Here I am, I'm drunk again.
About Tommy Flint, if you'd like to know, and I'll tell you if you don't want to know. But he, of course, is writing Mel Bay books on how to play music, different styles of music. And there's a CD with, I think, just about every one. Well, years ago, he wrote a great book about Merle Travis, finger picking with Merle Travis. He talked to Merle Travis, interviewed him, and Merle Travis, had to okay everything that went in that book. So once it was out on the market, guess who heard it and liked it? Chet Atkins. So he called Merle Bay Publishing and he said, hey, who wrote that book with Merle Travis about Merle Travis? And they said that was Tommy Flint. So and Chet, he said, well, have that man call me. So Tommy did. He called and said he got his private number at his house. And he called him and they arranged a date to go to Chet's house. He had a recording studio in his basement. And they went there and Chet, I believe, put all the book on tape, and then Tommy took it home and transcribed it. And then came out with a book about the Chet Atkins style of picking. So Tommy has been in great demand, and I really don't think in this area we've really appreciated Tommy Flint for the type of musician, type of entertainer, and the knowledge that he has about music. And that's one reason. Of course, he has his books with him. This is the one about Merle Travis. I mean, this is just not a 3 or 4 page book. I mean, Tommy writes all of these notes. I mean, it's amazing. It's like, it's just amazing. But he has 40-something books, is it, Tommy?
I think so.
40-something. And he's lost track. He's got so many. But Chet Atkins and Merle Travis, they're for sale. If you women out there want to learn to pick the guitar, you're welcome to learn. Yes, and buy that, and he'll give you his autograph for free. Okay.
He needs his backseat driver's license.
Yeah, he needs his backseat driver's license. He's good at that. First song we're going to do is a song we recorded for Hee Haw. And we sang it for Sam Lavello, who was a director of Hee Haw in one of the dressing rooms. He said, girl, that's so crazy. You got to have it on the show. And Tommy's going to just watch us on this one, aren't you, Tommy? It's called The Whippoorwill.
Oh, meet me when daylight is fading and darkening into the night, when songbirds are singing their vespers and day is vanished from sight. Oh, then I will tell you, my darling, of a love I have cherished so long. If you will but meet me this evening, when you hear the first whippoorwill song. Whippoorwill, whoop-woo, whippoorwill, whoop-woo, when you hear the first whippoorwill song. Oh, meet me tonight, sweetheart, meet me, when you hear the first whippoorwill song. Oh, the lady, oh, the yodel, titty, titty, oh, the lady, oh, the yodel, titty, titty, oh, the lady, oh, the yodel, titty, titty, oh, the lady, oh, the yodel, titty, oh, the lady, oh, the yodel, titty, titty, oh, the lady, oh, the yodel, titty, titty, oh, the lady, oh, the yodel, titty, titty, lady. Oh, the lady, oh, the yodel, titty, 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 lady. Whoop-woo, dee-dee-dee-dee-dee, dee-dee-dee, whoop-woo, dee-dee-dee-dee-dee.
Thank you. Boy, my mouth is dry after that, I tell you. Marge, you want to tell them about our next song that Merle wrote?
Yeah, we're going to sing about strawberries tonight. We had some beautiful strawberries over there in the hotel a while ago, motel, in Motel 8, right? where we're staying. And so we like strawberries. We thought you might like strawberries. They're just kind of different. The ones that have saved the lives of a lot of coal miners and their families. I know I have a memory of Mama putting these strawberries on the stove real early every day and having them right for night. So we're going to sing for you Miner Strawberries. My pappy was rich but not famous. My ma, she was pretty but plain. And I always thought my parents, they ought to made Miner Strawberries my middle name. We bathed once a week using lye soap in a number 2 galvanized tub, and sat down to eat with a patch on our seat and a bowl full of Miner strawberries for grub. My ma was a queen in the kitchen, and many's the time she would say that having good health is better than wealth. So we ate Miner strawberries 3 times a day. Oh, them good old Miner strawberries, the best stuff that you've ever seen. I was 20 years old before I was told that Miner strawberries ain't nothing but beans. You can bake them or brown them or burn them. There's many a girl such as I was who grew to adulthood and found that she was plain lucky them days in Kentucky to always have Miner strawberries around. Oh, so much. We don't like them. This great entertainer, and they're back there discussing something. So, I think they're getting things together, aren't you? Well, anyway. Okay. Well, we drove down with her today, or up from Nashville with Martha Carson today. Royce Morgan is going to help her out, and his beautiful guitar. We're going to help sing with her. And I think we all know Martha Carson with the great song Satisfied, and she is a true entertainer. She's not only a great songwriter, a great singer, but this lady entertains. And I think that's the main thing about music today. I wish we had more entertainers, and we love singing with her, traveling with her. You ready, Martha?
Yeah.
These people love you?
These guitar players to eat up.
All right, you guitar players, come on now. We got to have a mic to sing on. Do we have one? Whoever's in charge of the mics? I think we'll have a mic to sing on.
Which one are we going?
Whichever you want to sing on this one, Martha, and then we'll sing on that one.
Let's just put them both together.
Okay.
And just, all of us get all mixed up. That'd be good. Yeah, I'd like for y'all to be close enough till I can hear you.
Okay.
Give sound, man. Just a second.
All right.
I'm ready.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
You remember?
Give Martha a big hand. We all welcome Martha Carson. Yes, they do, Martha.
Thank you all so much. It's a pleasure to be here for my good friend Tommy Flint. 10 more years, Tommy, and you'll have made it as long as I have so far. I've been a little better than 60 years professionally going and singing to the folks all over the country. And I still ain't through.
She and her 2 sisters were also at Renfro Valley for a long time. That's where she got the name Martha, right?
Right.
Marthy. Mr. Lair called her Marthy.
Everybody called me Marthy.
And Minnie.
Uh-huh.
And who else?
Maddie.
And Maddie.
Yeah, they give us them names automatically. Anyhow, I understand that Thom Bresh is here. I haven't seen him yet, but I'd love to say howdy to him before I leave. Where are you, Tom? I don't know. Anyway, he's a great artist. I hope he plays while I'm still here. I'm about to freeze to death. I don't know about you all or not, but let's do a song that was written by the man in the middle's picture here. He wrote so many great songs. What a talented man he was, and what a loss it was to the industry when we lost Merle Travis. God rest his soul. He's been an inspiration to me in so many of his songs. I Am a Pilgrim, I love to do that. But this was one of my favorites that he wrote, because I love to do it because it's got so much truth in it. Now, we ain't never worked together. You remember That's All?
Yes, I do.
Well, get up there and act like it then. Y'all excuse me, I've been trying to get him up here to get that thing heated up for me. Are you ready? Well, come over here. Let's do it in G. Get over here where I can watch him. You have to keep an eye on him at all times. A little bit of That's All. Well, some people go to school trying to learn how to teach. Some go to school trying to learn how to preach. If you can't preach without going to school, you ain't no preacher, you an educated fool, and that's all. That's all, that's all, that's all. That's all, that's all, that's all, that's all. You better change your way of living, for the good Lord says, that's all, that's all, that's all. Well, now, man come from monkey, some folks say. The good book, it don't quite tell it that way. But if you believe that monkey tale like some people do, I'd rather be that little old monkey than you. And that's all. That's all, that's all, that's all. And that's all. That's all, that's all, that's all. You better change your way of living, for the good Lord says, that's all. That's all, that's all. Oh, now let's play one better. Now listen, a fellow I know, he is a miser man, tries to save all the money he can. But when that old undertaker lets him down, where's he gonna spend it? Under the ground, and that's all. That's all, that's all, that's all. That's all, that's all, that's all, that's all. You better change your way of living, for the good Lord says, that's all. That's all, that's all. Drop it, song is finished. My little song is through. I didn't necessarily mean it just for you. But if you don't like the way this little song goes, that's a mighty good sign. I've been stepping on your toes, and that's all. That's all, that's all, that's all. That's all, that's all, that's all, that's all. You better change your way of living, for the good Lord says, that's all, that's all, that's all. You better change your way of living, for the good Lord says, that's all, that's all, that's all, and that's all. God loves you. I tell you, my hands are so cold I can't hold on to my guitar pick.
honestly, just plain water. I'm taking medicine that really makes my mouth dry. And what? In the mood. Let's do this is in the mood.
Moses is on stage with him tonight.
Yeah.
You've been giving Marge guitar lessons for a little while.
100 years.
Not 100 years, not quite.
No, not that long.
He whips her in line, I tell you. You should hear him. They almost get into arguments sometimes, don't you?
Every once in a while. Every once in a while. That truly is water. I mean, I don't drink anymore. I used to drink a little bit to steady my nerves. Sometimes I got so steady I couldn't move, but not anymore. Let's play this one, Indiana. Might as well do a song about Indiana. Mose's barber shop, and boy, I was so excited. I remember the first thing he played was Tiger Rag, and I remember the first chord he played was B flat. I memorized it, B flat 6 chord. And he played Up Lazy River, Sweet Lorraine, and all those things, Cannonball Rag. And he played a tune, I call it the Amos Johnson Rag, that an old black coal miner named Amos Johnson, Mose heard him play it, and so Mose played it all the time, then called it the Amos Johnson Rag. And so I'm going to try to play that. I learned this song in 1948, and I normally don't do this because I don't want to do anything that I think Thom Bresh might do later, but this is the only one. I know he does this sometimes, but I want to do it tonight just because. So here it is, the Amos Johnson Rag. Mose told me about one time that Merle Travis was visiting. He came home to visit from California. A bunch of guys were sitting on Mose's floor, I think it was Mose's, and they just had one guitar and they'd pass it around, wanted to play something. Mose played the Amos Johnson Rag. He said Merle liked it so well he just started slapping his leg and rolled back on the floor laughing. Mose said the first thing he knew, Merle had recorded it and he called it the Guitar Rag, written a new bridge for it. And the words were about Mose, so I'm going to try to do that now. Way down in old Kentucky, there's a fella mighty lucky by the way he makes a guitar moan. Hanging around, singing around the country store, picking like a chicken, picking up corn. All the gals in the county gather all around him, 'cause he's got rhythm in his bones. The feet start to scootin' and to shuffle and drag every time they hear the rhythm of the guitar rag. He gets a moaning tone. He makes a grumble and a groan. When he starts picking and plucking the strings, he can make the deacon do the buck and wing. Then the fat and the skinny do a little shimmy, and the head starts to wiggle and to wag. The feet start to scootin' and to shuffle and drag every time they hear the rhythm of the guitar rag. Thank you.
Something else.
I really want to thank everybody that made this possible here. I want to thank Bobby for letting me play here in the park, and everybody that did all the work for this, especially Muhlenberg Online, Helen and Dale, Marilyn Kirtley, and Joyce Stevens, and Ron Miller, and just everybody. I'm sure I'm forgetting somebody, but I'm just really grateful. It's really a privilege for me to be here tonight. It's an honor. Okay, I'll do that in just a minute. I'm going to do another one first, so before my fingers get so cold I can't move them. But another song that I learned about at the same time, it was a blues that everybody now calls the Mose Regger Blues. But it was actually the first song that Chet Atkins ever recorded. He recorded it in 1946. And I asked Mose the name of it, and he said it was the Guitar Blues he learned from Chet Atkins. And so I'm going to play a little of that now. warmed up now. I feel like Pap and the Jug Band. When he was out of school, he worked with all the great artists and comedians there. And so everybody get ready. And would you please give a big hand to Thom Bresh.
Well, the first thing I'd like to say is I'm sure glad everybody came out tonight here at my get-together. First time at singing in a bar room, and I wanted to do the songs they love to hear. So before I started picking, I went into that room where little boys go when they've been drinking beer. Well, I came out and I stepped into the spotlight. Well, I picked up my guitar and tried to sing. I was looking at the people, they were looking back at me like now no one was doing anything. Well, the first song that I sang was fast and lively. No one moved except the man at table 3. He was writing down some words upon his napkin. The waitress giggled when she handed it to me. It said, "Do you know your fly is standing open? Well, do you know your zipper is undone?" Well, just as you'd have guessed, those were my first 2 requests, and I tell you, I never heard of either one. Well, I read it to the crowd, and they applauded long and loud. I broke out in a sweat of desperation. Do you